Hello friends, today we will discuss the syllabi of aptitude and the reasoning, which are the main topics and crucial topics, some of the preliminary exams of banking and also the UPSC exams and also Karnataka Administrative Service Examination, UGC NET, and also some of the main entrance exams for companies when you want to get a job there. Okay, so today what we will do is we will discuss overall syllabi of both aptitude and reasoning also. Okay, so today if you see in aptitude topics and the reasoning topics which I have written here, it almost all same syllabi which we can see in each and every kind of exam patterns of all kind of exams. So today let us go on one by one topic and discuss a little bit about each of the topics. So today we'll discuss about aptitude topics. The first one is known as what? Simplification. So today simplification is nothing but what? Just making addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. It may be simple, and we have learning these things from childhood days, but in these kind of exams it will be very crucial that you solve this entire mathematical expression what they give you in a specific time period. For example, in banking exams you will get 100 questions for 60 minutes. So if you work it out, you need to solve one question for 36 seconds. So most of you already know we cannot read entire question for 36 seconds itself. So it's best to us that practice makes a man perfect, as everybody knows. So therefore simplification means what? So that means you need to do, that means basic calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division should be known to everyone. And the another thing is very most important crucial thing is tables. Okay, it may you may think what this sir is teaching about tables is very simple. No sir and ma'am, you need to know about the tables. From 1 to 30 tables should be in your fingertips, otherwise it will be very difficult for you to do a simplification. Not only simplification here, because we find everywhere there is a simplification process which we need to do. Okay, so this is about simplification. And the next topic is ratio and proportions. So we already know what is a ratio and proportion. That means a number which is expressed in the form of a division. For example, 4 by 5 or 1 by 2 or 1 by 3 can be written as what? 1:3, 4:5, 1:2. So what we'll do is we'll take the help of a ratio and proportion and we will understand what is the application based problems on this one. For example, you may get a problems on salaries, for example sales, or you may also get examples on ages, and also you may get problems on some of the problems like there is a 1 kg or there is a 10,000 rupees of salary. It is divided in the ratio of 2:3:4. Then what is the individual salary that will be given to each of the person. So these are some general topics which we gonna discuss in ratios and proportions, and it is very easy. Okay, and one more thing is, if you are able to know, if you are able to understand simplification, ratios and proportions, and averages and percentages, these 4 topics will help you to solve and understand each and every topic further. Okay, because each and every topic is repeated. For example, if you look in any of the topic, they will tell you a man is working with 20% efficiency compared to another one. That means there comes a percentage. For example, a work efficiency between a person A and person B is in the ratio of 1:2. So there comes what? 1:2. For example, both men and women, their working speed is in the average of 2 parts of work per day. So there comes an average. So these 4 topics which if you can understand, if you are able to solve and understand very good, then rest of the topics are very easy, where you just go through formulas. Okay, so thank you. Next one is we'll discuss about averages. So averages, we already know that what is the average. For example, you have conducted an exam, you will score some marks out of some 600 or 100 marks. So your average marks will be what? Added, that will be what? Sum of the marks divided by the number of the subjects. So that is a simple basic thing. But how this simple thing can be adopted for application types of problems, that we'll understand in this topic. Next comes the percentages. So percentages we already know. I mean, you already got some percentage marks in 11th, 12th, or 10th standard, or even engineering, or any kind of degree exams which you have written. So you already know what is the percentages, but again there is an application part to it, that again which we can discuss. Next one is a quadratic equation. So we already know what is a quadratic equation, right? So quadratic equation is in the form of what? Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. That means we need to find a roots of a particular quadratic equation which is given in our question paper. So for example, if you find a quadratic roots for x What does it mean actually is that the roots, if you take the roots value and if you put back into the equation, again it will end up as 0. So those roots we need to find here, right? So next one is what? Time, speed and distance. As name indicates, what we should know, what is the time, what is the speed, and what is the distance, right? So this is one of the application based problem. It is a very big topic actually. We'll do problems on normal like car speed, bike speed, walking speed and everything, but there is a special types of problems including trains, boats and streams also, right? Next one is a time and work. Time and work means, for example, a man can do a particular work in 30 days, a boy can do a particular work in 50 days. If both of them working together, in how many days the same work will be completed, right? Different types of problems, but same thing, same basic principle will be same thing. Next comes mixtures and allegations. Mixtures means you need to mix something. For example, milk will be mixed with water, gold will be mixed with silver, any kind of alloy which you are trying to form. There comes mixtures and allegation, so that we can sell it a perfect price which we want as a profit money. Okay. Next is a mensuration. Mensuration is nothing but what, as the name indicates, mensuration is nothing but measurement of a geometrical shapes. For example, you have geometrical shapes like squares, rectangle, prism, cubes, rectangular prisms, triangular prisms, cone, circle, sphere, hemisphere, everything. So what we'll do is we'll discuss a lot of formulas related to these topics itself. Next comes simple interest and compound interest. Simple interest and compound interest, you already know that simple interest is nothing but what? That is the interest amount that you need to pay for a particular bank if you take the money from a bank, or if you take a money from some person, you need to pay some interest. So that is called a simple interest. And then we should know that we already know that if you want to lend someone money, if you are lending a money in terms of simple interest, you will get less amount compared to what? Compound interest, right? So this is one of the basic topic. Again, we'll discuss profit and loss. As the name indicates, what? For example, if I buy a particular item for 1,000 rupees and if I sell it for 1,200 rupees, I made a profit of how much? 200 rupees. In the same way, if I buy an article or any item for 1,000 rupees and if I sell it for 800 rupees, again I will make a loss of how much? 200 rupees itself. It may be a basic thing, but again we have a basic application based problems on these things also. Next one is what? Permutation and combination. Permutation and combination. What is a permutation? It's an arrangement. As the name indicates, it's just an arrangement of different items. And how many types of arrangements can be done using a 3-4 articles which will be given in a question. Next one is a combination. Combination, as its name indicates, what? Combination. For example, okay, let me tell you an example of a cricket problem. There are 15 players in a cricket team. If you want to play a match, you need 11 person, right? So if you want to pick 11 person, in which way you can collect? For example, in which way you are taking 11 person? So that will be discussed in what? Combinations, right? Next one comes probability. So in probability, it's very interesting topic actually. In probability, what we'll do? We'll find out what is the probability of something happening or something which we want, right? For example, here we take the some basic questions like different colors of balls, or you already know cards like ace, spades, diamond, all those things, right? That's one. Next one is a data interpretation. So data interpretation is a very big question. It's not actually a big question. What they will do is they will combine all these topics, not all these topics, some of the topics. Then they will give us some big question, right? A formulated question, everything, and table, everything will be given. Now what you need to do is you need to analyze the given question and the given data, and you need to understand it, and you should interpret, okay, these are the data given. If you compare first year to second year profit or first year to second year loss, what happens? And based on that, they will give you number of questions and you need to solve them, understanding what is the data given in here. So these are all the general topics or most important topics in quantitative aptitude which we can get in exams, any kind of exams if you are trying to attend. Okay, next one is reasoning. So reasoning, as the name indicates, what? You need to reason itself, right? You need to do a reason. For example, a statement will be given. You need to understand the statement, what it is given, and you need to interpret what it tried to state, what it is trying to say to you. Okay, so that's the first thing. Here we comes for dates and calendars. For example, if they ask you what is the date today, you will tell the date and you will also tell the day. But what if I ask you what was the day on 15/08/1947 or 26/1/1950 or even any of the date 1857, any dates in 1857, if you want to find the days, that will be done here, right? So that's about dates and calendar. Coding and decoding, you already know, some words will be given, that will be coded in some format, and they will give one more word and you need to code in that format which they have coded. That means you need to understand in which way they have coded the particular problem. Okay, so that's about coding and decoding. Let's come to inequalities. Inequalities means they will compare some things and they will give you the statement and then argument. For that, what you should do is you need to compare what's the argument, what is the statement is telling, and whether the argument is correct or not. That you need to validate in what? Equalities. Next comes the blood relation. As the name indicates, what? Blood relation is nothing but about what? The relation between son and father, son and mother, then husband and wife. These types of question we can get in the blood relation questions, right? Next one is what? The syllogism. In syllogism, what we do? We'll compare the statements, right? Or analyze the statements. For example, all chairs are tables, all tables are cars, and all cars are flowers. So they will give you these type of statement. I mean, they will also give you the conclusion. You need to understand the statement and you need to find whether the conclusion which are given, whether true or false. So those type of question will be dealing with where? In syllogism. Next comes alphanumeric series. Alphanumeric series means what? You have alphabets are what? A, B, C, D, E, and numeric series means 1, 2, 3, 4. The combination of these two is called as what? Your alphanumeric series. So we'll discuss about alphanumeric series. That means you need to find the missing number or what may be the next letter or the next number in a given series. Next comes order and ranking. Order and ranking, you already know, they will give you some datas, and you need to use these data to identify who is the ranker which is been asked in the question. So that we'll discuss. It's very, very easy. Next is seating arrangement. There are two types of seating arrangement questions. One is a linear arrangement, another one is a circular arrangement type of questions. Next comes data sufficiency. There will be given data will be there, but some data will be missing. But those data you need to find out even using the given question, and you need to choose the correct answer for that particular type of question. Next one is what? Puzzles. Puzzles means there are a lot of types of puzzles are there. Okay, once you are able to understand this much, these puzzles are very easy. Okay, thank you.